Hey everyone, welcome to Nutrihunt, where we discover the healthiest destinations. I'm your host, Justin Allen, and I'm with my good buddy, Sean.
Hey everybody.
We're currently in the La Brea area. As you can see, we got the La Brea tar pits behind us. Down the street, we got the Grove. And next door, we got the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, also known as LACMA. So we're just gonna stroll around the La Brea area and get some healthy food afterwards. Sound good, Sean?
Sounds great.
Let's go. So we checked out a history museum where if you ever need asphalt, you can go check out the La Brea tar pits. Here's some stock footage of LACMA since we couldn't pay $15,000 for the copyright fees. So since we didn't get into LACMA, Sean, you want to tell the viewers a little bit about your experiences with LACMA?
I love LACMA. LACMA's continuously bringing in new contemporary exhibits, new animation exhibits. All of the art there is exquisite. I did recently go to the Tim Burton exhibit, which is one of my favorite artists. It's amazing to see his storyline from beginning to end of all of his animations and movies. LACMA's continuously bringing in great artwork to the city, and I'm excited to go again.
Sean, how are you feeling?
I'm starving.
So there's a nice vegetarian spot around the way. You want to go check it out?
Let's do it.
Let's go. So we're here with Cynthia, the owner of Powerplant Superfood Cafe. Cynthia, do you want to give us a little bit of history of the restaurant?
Powerplant opened Cinco de Mayo 2014. This has evolved into something just so much more special and magical than I ever thought it could have been. It's been incredible.
And it seems there's a lot of sustainable and returning customers, would you say?
Oh my God,
it's a good community.
Yes, it's a wonderful community. There's this older gentleman who comes in and he says, "Sister, you're the heartbeat of the neighborhood." And I'm like, that is it. That's all I need that day. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we also get a lot of new people, and we get to share what we do with them. And our slogan is, "Love is our secret ingredient." The food is our focus, but we also mean with great intention to welcome every person who crosses our threshold.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really important.
And you're originally from Georgia, correct?
Yes.
So would you like to tell the viewers a little bit about the transition going from a very heavy meat-based type of diet and butter to a very high plant-based diet?
You mean gray, green beans and white bread?
Correct.
Yeah. The truth is I always was very food curious as a kid and was an American teenage girl and was always on some kind of diet. I would fast one day a week in high school and sometimes just do fruit one day and stuff like that. And I lived on salad my whole adult life, but when I was 18, I stopped eating beef and pork, and then I just whittled away the rest of animal products through to now. I mean, the premise of this restaurant was really about plant-based food, and it was about not processed food. Like if someone wanted their burger vegan, we added avocado, right? We left off regular cheese and added avocado, and our vegan following just really blossomed. We're also 100% gluten-free. So people say to me all the time, "I don't feel weighed down when I eat here, I feel elevated," and there's love in your food.
Correct, and that's the point of a plant-based diet, is to feel refreshed and feel energized after you eat it.
Fuel the machine, yeah. Absolutely, and do no harm at the same time.
Of course, definitely, sustainability.
Yeah.
So can we go check out that love that you talk about so highly?
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Let's do it.
Cynthia, could you please go into detail about the preparation methods of the vegan pesto burger?
We start out with this rich umami burger that we make in-house. We make everything in-house. We also start out with our gluten-free brioche bun, and that is a locally baked bun. We smear that with our cilantro walnut pesto.
Awesome.
Top that with grilled mushrooms. One of those patties I just described, pesto aioli, some mixed greens, another patty, pesto aioli, mixed greens. Top that with tomato, avocado, another smear of pesto, and then the top of that really soft, yummy, gluten-free brioche bun. A side comes with our burgers, and we ferment our own kimchi, and we like to suggest the kimchi slaw with that burger because the flavors are just super complementary.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So one would say that this is the healthy double-double.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Could you go into detail about preparing the springtime green plate?
Yeah, we pop a slice of our beluga lentil quinoa meatloaf in the oven. It's also got a little stripe of barbecue sauce on it, and it's yum. And then we get our pans going up top. We've got chopped kale, a little dash of salt, pepper, olive oil, lemon juice, and then over in the other pan is our roasted garlic, roasted cauliflower mash, and there's a little touch of beet because it is so much more fun to look at something pretty and bright pink than something beige and boring.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, and then all that comes out, piping hot, gets assembled in a beautiful big bowl, and zigzagged with a horseradish Caesar dressing, which is based with walnuts to make it creamy, and then decorated with a little parsley and a little microgreens on the top.
Wow, amazing.
So here we have the vegan pesto burger, which is the most popular dish at Powerplant Superfood Cafe. The vegan pesto burger is very high in omega-3 fatty acids, which maintains brain tissue. It's also high in manganese, which is utilized as an antioxidant in the mitochondria of cells. It's also high in folate, which is vital during periods of rapid growth, such as pregnancy, adolescence, and infancy. And lastly, it's high in vitamin E, which is important for reproduction. So Sean, what do you think?
I'm ready to see why it's so popular.
Let's give it a try. Cheers it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's delicious.
There's a reason why this is the most popular item, man. Again, 100% plant-based. Don't know how they do it.
Delicious.
So here we have the springtime green plate, which I believe is the healthiest dish that you could find at Powerplant Superfood Cafe. This dish is high in magnesium, which converts food into usable energy in the body. It's also high in vitamin A, which supports eye health. It's high in vitamin C, which helps repair body tissue. And lastly, it's high in fiber, which increases satiety. In other words, the feeling of being full. John, what do you think?
I'm ready to dig in.
Let's dig in. You first.
Looks delicious.
Yeah, man. Very colorful. The way they use the beets, it's awesome in this plate.
Oh wow,
Yeah?
that's amazing. That's delicious. That's so good.
Yeah, dude.
It's like mom's meatloaf.
Plant-based meatloaf here. So here we have Robin, who is a frequent patron at Powerplant Superfood Cafe. Robin, can you tell the viewers a little bit about your experiences with the restaurant?
Yeah, I love coming to Powerplant Superfood Cafe. The food is really nourishing and delicious, and every time I come here, after eating, I feel really great. Beyond the food, the people and the energy of the space really bring something special to the community that keeps me coming back.
Cynthia really does bring that southern hospitality here, but with a plant-based focus, right?
She does, and it's amazing to see that integration and how well it works and how inspiring it is to the community as a whole, the street, and how it's bringing a new type of energy and enthusiasm to this corridor to hopefully inspire others to do the same with delicious food, good for the soul, good for the body, and good for the community.
Definitely. Well, that's the reason why you keep coming back, right?
And I love coming back.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Robin, for being a part of this.
You're welcome.
Sean, what do you think about the dishes?
Everything was fantastic. I was greatly surprised by the array of plant-based items they had available. The burger tasted and had the consistency of a regular burger. The springtime quinoa lentil meatloaf was great. The beets really brought out the flavor and the color of the dish, and the kale was a nice accent to the dish.
Right. So all the items that you can find here at Powerplant Superfood Cafe follow a plant-based diet. Studies and research has shown that if you follow a plant-based diet, it helps decrease cardiovascular disease, it helps support a healthy brain, decreases the cases of obesity, and decreases blood glucose levels. If you are in the La Brea area, please come down and check out Powerplant Superfood Cafe. Remember, you can't OD on veggies. See you next time on Nutrihunt.